I'm so delighted with Etienne Okonwa's work as regards to his works on Peter Obi campaign.
Did the owner of X, formerly Twitter, Elon Musk, announce in this video his support for candidate Peter Obi in the 2023 Nigerian presidential elections? No. In reality, it was a video created with artificial intelligence, but some people believed it was real. It is not new to use fabricated or manipulated images to disinform. In other words, to intentionally deceive people.
We want to give this president the opportunity to do something historic.
Until now, it could be done with simple techniques, like slowing down a video of a famous person to make them appear drunk. But with new artificial intelligence tools, it is much easier and more accessible to fabricate realistic videos or photos, increasing the risk that anyone can disinform without having much technical knowledge. For example, it's now simpler to create videos where a person's voice is replaced and their lips synchronized. Like this one, where the Zambian president supposedly announced he would not run for re-election in 2026.
I wish to express my sincere acknowledgement of the challenges we have faced during my tenure.
These are known as cheap fakes, or deep fakes, if they are hyper-realistic and use neural networks. But what consequences can all of this have? AI-generated images are already being used to manipulate public opinion or demoralize the opposition in wars like those in Ukraine or Gaza. Believing this image of the Pope in a modern coat seems harmless. But things can become more concerning when fake photos of the Pope partying are used to link him to a convicted child trafficker. We can also make bad decisions based on disinformation. For example, if we follow advice from those who use ChatGPT for tips to lose weight, the chatbot might not consider our diseases or intolerance, and that diet could end up being harmful to our health. For such things, one should see a professional. An image not created to disinform can also end up becoming disinformation. This happened with these images of Donald Trump supposedly being arrested. The journalist who created the images made clear they were not real when he published them. But on the internet, we lose control of the information we produce. And without context, many people believe them. We can also believe false content, especially if we do not understand how new technological tools work, the tricks used by disinformers, or if we are not aware that we are sometimes predisposed to believe something because it confirms our worldview. And this only gets worse with AI-generated images that are increasingly realistic and with fewer flaws. Therefore, we must be alert. Although we also run the risk of becoming so skeptical that we no longer believe anything and constantly wonder whether things are created by a human or with the help of an AI, like a song where a singer's voice is cloned. And we do not only look to the present and the future, but also to the past, because AI tools are also being used to generate images with a historical look. If well made, they can be useful to stimulate interest in history. But there is also the risk that they will be spread as real historical photographs, consequently altering the perception of what actually happened. Moreover, these images can be used to fuel conspiracy theories. One of the most famous conspiracies is that man never landed on the moon, and that it was all a movie recording. For someone prone to believing this theory, these AI-generated images could become supposed evidence to reinforce your misplaced beliefs. So, how can we identify if an image is created with AI? First, look at the details. Although some programs have improved a lot, others still make mistakes and generate hands with the wrong number of fingers or blurry texts. We can also look for watermarks indicating it was created by AI, but it's always best to find the original source. Often the image creators explain that they used programs like Midjourney, or clarify if it is humorous content. Second, verify and find the source. A simple internet search can show, for example, that there was no earthquake in Cascadia in 2001, no matter how convincing these images look. Fact-checking organizations around the world are dedicated to identifying AI-created disinformation. Third, ask yourself if what you see is real. AI will continue to improve, and it will become increasingly difficult to differentiate real images from those created with this technology. A good starting point is to question if what we see is real, especially when it is very impressive, and always verify it with reliable sources.